Streamers, Zoom and Team users, well, anybody that uses a microphone really, have Fifine done it again and produced a low-cost microphone that performs? Let's find out. Unboxing the microphone, we have a thank you card from Fifine with the links to their social media and email address. We have the user guide which gives you more information on the microphone, and we get the K052 mic. It is a condenser microphone with a cardioid polar pattern. The base is made out of plastic, it has a volume control dial, a mute button and an LED indicator light underneath which shows green when the microphone is active and red when it's muted. The neck can be extended up to a maximum of 12 inches. It is made out of metal and you can manipulate the position of the bottom as well as the head of the microphone a full 360 degrees to put it in the desired position. The wind filter can be removed if required. You can slide the K052 on the desk easily and it won't cause any scratches due to the soft material on the bottom. The USB cable is fixed onto the back of the base, so this can't be removed. No drivers are required to use the microphone. Plug it into a USB port on your PC or Mac. Just make sure you select the correct input on your machine and you're good to go. This is a test using the Fifine microphone. We're roughly about 6 inches away from the head of the mic. We've got our gain set to dead centre and we've got it connected up to our laptop at the moment, so this gives you a bit of an idea of what the audio levels sound like. What we'll do now is we'll switch from the Fifine mic to the inbuilt microphone on the laptop so you get a bit of an idea of the difference. We're now using the inbuilt microphone on the laptop. Once again, we're roughly about 6 inches away from the microphone, and this is the difference in audio between the Fifine and the inbuilt mic. As you can tell, there is quite a lot of difference. I think we probably need to switch it back over just for a bit more clarity. And we're back on the Fifine microphone now, so as you can hear right there, the difference is night and day. Sounds so much clearer through the Fifine microphone rather than the inbuilt laptop microphone. As we said, we are currently halfway on the gain, so let's turn this up. So we're roughly around 75% on the gain now, so you should be able to hear me slightly louder. We'll go all the way to 100%. The gain is now on 100%. We're still roughly about 6 inches away from the microphone. We'll turn it back down to halfway because that might be a little bit loud. If you're somebody who needs to use something like Zoom or Microsoft Teams and you just want better audio, this is a very good place to start. The same goes for streamers as well. If you first start out streaming and you don't have a microphone, it's not a bad place to start off with. One issue we have got with the microphone is the mute button. It works fine, it works perfect, but when you press that mute button, you'll be able to hear a pop, so let's try it. Did you hear it? So when we mute the mic and unmute it, you actually hear that pop through the audio. So if you are streaming and somebody comes in, you need to speak to someone and mute the microphone, that pop sound is going to go through to your audience on the stream, which is not something you want really. I feel that what they could do on this microphone, which Myono have done, is make the mute button a touch panel, because that should eliminate the actual clicking sound from the mute button. And when we're using the microphone, if we start moving it up and down, does that create any sounds? If you're using the microphone as well, you don't really want to be picking up much in the way of background noise. And the one thing that you will end up picking up is a keyboard. So let's run a quick test now of us typing on the keyboard and see how much sound this microphone picks up. And from that test, we can still hear the sound from the laptop keyboard, but it does do a decent job of draining that background noise out. And we'll do a test without the wind filter on now. Can we hear any difference in the audio with and without the wind filter? Our gain is on 50% as well, so let's knock that up to 75 and see if we can see any difference. We're up to about 75% gain now. You should be able to hear me louder. You might be able to hear the plosives a little bit more as well, so we'll go to 100%. The Fifine microphone is now on 100% gain. This is as loud as we can get this microphone. Our settings are on 100% on the laptop as well. Let's knock it back down to 50%. We'll get close to the microphone and we'll try and do some plosives and see if that wind filter actually does a decent job. We're back on 50% now, and it's time for some plosives. So Peter Piper pickled pepper, Peter Piper pickled pepper, Peter Piper pickled pepper, Peter Piper pickled pepper. The wind filter is on now, we'll run exactly the same test. Peter Piper pickled pepper, Peter Piper pickled pepper, Peter Piper pickled pepper, Peter Piper pickled pepper. This is an audio comparison test between the blue snowball microphone and the Fifine K052 microphone. We are now using the blue snowball. We are approximately 6 inches away from the microphone, and we'll do some plosive tests. Peter Piper pickled pepper, Peter Piper pickled pepper. Fifine have once again created a very good microphone. If you need any more information on this microphone, you'll find it in the description down below. If you found this review useful, feel free to give us a like, feel free to subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.